Idaro. Eventually that'll save. Once that saves, then we're going. Actually, no, we're going anyway, but once that saves, then done. And then only done. Let's put this works. Sure. Okay, we got another 250-ish eggs today. So that will take us to 2,500 by the end of tonight. Because we're officially at 2,280. I'm feeling pretty hopeful we'll find one tonight, though. But I feel like I'm always hopeful that we'll find a shiny every night. Let's just go in mind. I kind of want to prepare. Oh, what are they gonna do? What did we really? We did it for Saturday. Oh, I need a. I've got a video, 2 video, a short. And I do still have other extra shinies that we caught. I don't remember if I don't think I did. Oh, I need to figure out what I need to edit tomorrow and Wednesday. Because I've been very lazy about editing. And I have all the videos sort of prepped. Not to mention I also still have to cut through all this initial starters that we've already done. And you figure out how that video is going to be shortened about. We still need one more Fuecoco, and then once we get this Fuecoco, we can move to the next one. So I'm hoping we find our last one today. If we do, it'll be fantastic. If not, then I'm hoping to find it before we get to 3,000, because that'll be a considerable amount of eggs just to get a third one, because we got first one at 1,500, second one at 1,700. So I think we're over odds. I don't know exactly. Luckily though, we've been changing the nicknames to whatever number that they hatched as. Out of eggs. If we find it early enough, then I won't have to stress. And then we can see if we can find an extra one. I'm not very optimistic about finding 2, but we can hopefully find 1. All we need is the 1. Then yeah, we can give 2 EVs. I have to figure out where the EVs spawn. That's also another thing I need. Because I only know where Jolteon spawns using a sandwich. I feel like majority of the other ones are going to be outbreaks. Umbreon needs to be caught at night. We already have that one. But for the video's purpose, we're going to do all of them. I'm also very excited because I bought another booster box of the Japanese Terrestrial Festival set. It's got the one with the evolutions. I pulled some pretty good cards in Japanese. And if the rumors are true, and that they're not gonna bring the Master Ball Umbreon for the English set, I at least pulled myself a Japanese one. So I am very thrilled about that. I don't really know what's going to be excluded or included for Terrestrial Festival. I heard that they were going to start releasing Pokeball Reverse Hollows in the English set, which is still exciting in itself. I wonder what the pull rates are going to be for it, though. Because you gotta think it's gotta be, like, different than how it currently is. Japanese booster boxes have 10 packs, and ETBs only have 9? And I don't think it's going to be any guaranteed hit rates either. I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of the new product that's coming out in the next year. This should probably be, if I were to pick a set, this would be one where, you know, a master set would look absolutely sick. Because all of the special arts look so nice. Whether it be evolution or not. But the issue becomes that there's so many of them. They have a special illustration for the evolutions. They put some future and ancient Pokemon special arts. They got trainer special arts in there. It feels like a pretty big set, but I think it's just because it has a ton of special arts in it. Eggs. Like the eggs feel like they're hatching. Sure. Don't think so. Whew. At least now I've gotten used to figuring out when I'm out of eggs. Because having them all in the party, they all hatch relatively close together, which is nice. I also want to see if I have a pack in Pokemon yet. So if I do... Hot Wonder Pick though. Oh, that can... I guess because I have a lot, I can go for the Alakazam. Yeah, why not? Whiffed, but we got a new card. Not too bad. Show me pink! Was not pink. Oh, holy spit. Come on, Fuecoco. Be pink. I know this is only our third runabout. But just be pink. Be nice. Be pink. Be done quick and early. So I can sit back, relax for the rest of the... What the heck is this? What in the visual bug was that? It kept the right on the roar. Trying to see if it looks the same on the stream. Pink? Oh yeah, the visual bug did happen. I also don't have it. Nah, there's so many. Blah 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 blah. Eggs, so many eggs. I can only imagine how some of the other hunts are gonna be like. Watch our Apex rank should have reset as well, I think. No, it should be within the final hours. Did it reset? Nah, I'll check later. Oh, that's so else. Oh, freak. That's the only thing I didn't do. I didn't check. I didn't finish my dailies. Birds, come on, egg. Please, please, please. Hatch for me. Be a shady. No. Honestly, this is probably still going to take quite a while. But I'm hoping we can find the one shiny Fuecoco. I really wanted to, I could swap around, but I don't think there'd be a purpose to swap around. I think it's all pretty same odds. I am interested to find out if we will get more Sprigatito eggs. Just because when we were doing them all together, it seemed like Sprigatito was the one that got more eggs. Come on, Fuecoco. Na na na. Na 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 na. So I want to figure, is there any exciting new games coming out next year? That's something I always tell myself I need to search up, and I just never do. Like, I'm sure there's very exciting games coming out next year. I just haven't paid attention at all. Plus, even then, it's like, I don't know if I would play any other, like, story-based games, because I'm not very big on story. I'm very big at spamming the A button. Where did I put my Mario Odyssey? Oh. I actually don't remember. And I still need to transfer game data over. Oh, I feel so tired. At some point, I'm just gonna have to make a checklist of stuff that I need to do still. Realistically, I could... I don't really feel like playing TCG though. If I had a second capture card, I could... Well, I would have to figure out how to set that up. Well, let's see, because what I could do is on display. I really need to then we could pull out violin. I need to find a way to get another foreign ditto there. I don't foresee me doing that, so... Eventually, we will have to be shiny hunting for the Violet exclusives? Some of the Violet exclusives that they didn't put in Scarlet yet. So I knew they put in some of them. Just not all of them. There's still a lot of other variations that we still need to get. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the Rayquaza event's about to happen as well. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna make it so that you can catch multiple since it's a 5-star raid. I haven't been looking at any of the Pokemon news lately, so I'm not sure. But it is really odd that they're making a 5-star raid instead of a 7-star raid. I also wonder if... No, you'd probably have to have... I would assume that you would need both games to have the Indigo Disc and Blueberry Academy in order to play with each other in that one. And we're not gonna find out till later anyway. I'm trying to think what would be useful for... Now if I really need to go for Shield on, I could get the DLCs for my other game. Oh, but then I need to beat both games again. Oh. Well, I guess if I also want to get my own Raging Bolt and, no, not Raging Bolt, Iron Crown and Iron Boulder, that's what it's called. I would need to play through the other game in the second DLC anyways. Oh, that's going to be something, isn't it? No, I guess it's something that we have to think about later on. I wonder if they're going to release him for... If they release him for Raid, that'd be fantastic. I'm hoping they bring back Raging Bolt or Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, though, because I still need to get those ones. Okay. Maybe really something. That's not old ass news. Eventually. Wrong button. And then what? And then what? Ha! Do this. Evolutions. Paradox Pokemon. Oh, that's what I need to do. There's a... All I'm hatching eggs. I think I saw something where there was something where they had a sheet of all the Pokemon that were shiny possible and also others that were shiny locked. I just don't remember. If I can't find it, then I'm probably just gonna have to create my own. But I don't want to create my own. Yeah. Oops. Nope, regular Fuecoco. Oxyfish. Right. Just. Mm-hmm. Right. Soon grab it. So, one day I'll find it. One of these days I will find it. I will find it. If not, then we're just gonna have to create our sheet and figure out what Pokemon are shiny locked, what Pokemon are... Well, actually, hold on. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do some side research later. Oh, we hatched all the eggs. I swear I watched a video where it's like there's a list, somebody created a list of all the Pokemon that were shiny locked, as well as Pokemon the best place, the easiest place to get their shiny. I don't know, if I can't find it, then we're just gonna have to create our own sheet. And then if we do that, no, that doesn't sound very good. Because realistically, if I had a sheet, then I'd probably want to create... I want to figure out which game Pokemon are in. Figure it out if it's shiny locked in that game. And then work from there which shinies we can get from which games. I know the initial ones we can get from Let's Go. Probably where all of our focus is going to go for those ones. Except for Eevee, because Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon are going to be part of the evolution. Well, I'm going to do it twice. We'll see when we get there. Actually, yeah, we'll see when we get there. Come on, Fuecoco. Shine for me, my son. If I just had another foreign Ditto, I could dual wield Violet right now. Then I'd have to use a different controller. What's going on, King Enderflame? How are you doing? Oh, we just need one more shiny Fuecoco. At some point, I need to, like, figure out all the Pokemon and where to get their shinies. I know there's some that are still shiny locked. And those are gonna have to be a figure it out experience. When will I figure it out? I don't know. I feel like that there is a sheet out there that somebody created of Pokemon that already show their shine, or which games it's best to catch it in, as well as if they're shiny locked or not. Oh, what's going on, Key? New voice line. King Ender Flame is here too, and he took the other one. How are you guys doing? Oh, we still need one more Fuecoco. I was at a Christmas party on Saturday, but I was hatching eggs like yesterday. And then I think I did some on Friday. And I still haven't found that one the last Fuecoco we need. So I'm a little upset because I figured we'd be done with Fuecoco by now. I just need one. But I'm also just super tired. I feel like I'm like more tired than normal. But then again, I always feel more tired than normal, so it's not really anything big and different. Oh, what's the same time? Taco Bowl. Playing through Pokemon Yellow, nice, really sick, really sick. Get one shiny this video. I really hope so. I'm like almost expecting that we will get at least one. All we need is one. If we get two, that'll be fun. But I'm expecting to get at least one today. If we don't get one, then that'll be kind of sad. Because I think if we're going to be over odds between the last one and this one. Because I think the last one's like 17... You look at the sheet. 17 something. So we got what, 15, 16, 1709 was our second shiny. And right now we would be considered at over 2280. Yeah, so we're already over odds for getting this last one. So I am expecting to get one last shiny Fuecoco in this stream. If not, then we will be at like 7. No. If we don't get a shiny this stream, we'll be like 800 eggs between number 2 and number 3. But if we do get a shiny, then that means I can already get started on shiny Sprigatito. And if we do find it, then I can prep for Sprigatito on Thursday. 16, 17. Yeah. Thursday. And then I can focus on editing. Oh. And then we'll probably have to figure out when we gotta do Quaxly later. I think starting the new year. Let's see, how does that pan out? How does that work? So, 28th is a Saturday. Okay. And then we got the 30th, 1st, 2nd. have to work. On the 30th, we can do evolution starting on the 2nd of January. But I think idealistically, we would finish doing shiny evolutions in time for prismatic evolutions, which comes out on January 17th. So here's the plan. We finish Fuecoco. We start doing Sprigatito. And then if we finish Sprigatito before January 2nd, then we can either take a stream break from hatching shinies. But January 2nd, I'd like to start doing evolutions. So it'll give me time to finish doing the evolutions and then cut and edit a video in time for Prismatic Evolutions, which releases on the 17th of January. And that sounds like a good schedule, as long as I remember that I don't have any eggs in my party. But as long as I remember... As long as I remember the plan. Also, it'd help if these, like, Pokemon became shiny. It's kind of ridiculous how many eggs it's taken for us to get this shiny Fuecoco. It's supposed to be 1 in 512. Hang on a second. Am I using the right ditto? Yeah, that's my Japanese ditto. Do you really need Quack? Yes, King. It's unfortunate, but we do need to get Quaxley. If we want to do a shiny living dex, we gotta do all of them. Plus, if we don't do Quaxley, then we can't evolve everybody else. Because there's gotta be a big evolution party. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna finish before the end of this year, so... The big evolution party is gonna happen beginning of next year at some point. Well, I get... We can have the big evolution party the Monday before. I don't know, we'll see how fast it takes to get Sprigatito and Quaxley. I'm hoping it doesn't take us over 2,000 eggs just to get 3 of those ones. Because if it does, then that means we'd have hatched, like, at this point, close to 7,500 eggs if we're, like, on par with each of them. Assuming we get shiny Fuecoco tonight. But I'm really hoping that we get... Really hoping we get the one Fuecoco tonight. See, and I thought Cyndaquil was going to be, like, the longest taking one, but no, it's these freaking eggs, man. Because I spend at least 2 hours collecting eggs, right? Which gets me about 250-ish... 250-ish eggs? Sometimes 270? And then I gotta hatch them all, which takes an extra 3 hours. So in total, it's like a little bit over a 5-hour process. Probably closer to 6-hour process. And if we do find one, then we can save the game, and then we'd have to mass release. Which I've learned on Pokemon Home is quite simple to do. But yeah, we definitely need to get all the Pokemon. Yeah, realistically, I could just do a big evolutionary party just for the heck of it before the end of the new year. Or before the end of this year. Then we can finish doing Quaxley and evolve him by himself. I want to say I'm going to doubt that we've even finish Sprigatito. You know, I'm probably going to actually, if we find the one Fuecoco today, I'm probably going to start doing hatching Sprigatitos tomorrow. Just because I really don't want to waste any more time trying to wait till I stream to hatch eggs. I think at this point I need to do some like offline hatching in order if we want to like progress before Pokemon Z to A comes out. Nice, welcome back. Oh, but I'm also very excited because I ordered another booster box of the Japanese set for the Evolutions. I kind of am looking forward and hoping that they release a new evolution type, but at the same time, the binder page I have, it works perfectly with the amount of evolutions that I have, or that are currently out. So if they release another one, then it's gonna make it uneven. I hope if they release more, they're gonna release 3 more. So that way I can at least add like another layer on the page or something. But other than that, it's just a lot of future planning, I think. Especially if we don't hit our targets. God, I need to pay attention. Because yeah, these Fuecocos are definitely taking a lot longer than I'd hoped for. It also doesn't help that, you know, we spent the first 1,500 eggs trying to get one in between all 3 of them. I don't know if it helps or if it hurts if you like, if you try to do all of them at the same time. But after the first 1,500 eggs, it definitely felt like it hurt. Either that or I'm just very unlucky. I like to believe that I'm probably very unlucky. That's probably the most likely thing. I've definitely used up all my luck getting the double Cyndaquil at the end when we were hunting for it. But then again, I also used a Master Ball on one of them, so I feel like the game should at least help me out on that one. So yeah, right now, if we finish the eggs without finding a shiny tonight, we will be, what did I say, 800 eggs? So like 300 eggs over odds. Ish. Ish. I don't know. I have the actual numbers, but I'm really hoping I don't get to the actual number. I'm hoping we find the one that we need, and then that'll be that. And then we move on to the next one. And honestly, I'm like looking at my videos file and I have a bunch of recordings that I need to check through to make sure that I don't delete the wrong one. But there's a lot of recordings of just doing eggs. It's just straight eggs. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's gonna be a new one. 3, 6, 9, 12 videos of eggs. Just eggs. Part of it's offline, part of it's online. My gosh, it's like imagine spending at minimum 5 hours of your day just spending 2 hours getting eggs, the other 3 hours hatching eggs, and if nothing's there, then you reset your game, and it's just, it almost feels like a waste of 5 hours. We gotta keep doing that until we get 3 of each of them. And never mind, it wasn't for me. Oh, we got one more egg left. Show me! Why not shiny? Please, I beg of thee. Nope. Maybe the issue is begging. It's crazy the amount of what happens when you haven't found a shiny in so long. You start believing in, just random stuff. No. Okay. At this point, I'm trying to think of what else would we do while running in a circle that's not TCG. Because I don't know, it feels like right now the TCG's kind of... TCG Live to me is just not enjoyable. Sometimes. I don't think it's very enjoyable for long periods of time. But there's no real other games that I can play at the same time while hatching eggs. I guess we could... Yeah... Yum, yum. I could restart through my Legends Arceus. Was that ever a plan? Was that ever an idea? The only issue becomes if I do that, then I'd want to stream both perspectives, and I would need... I need to figure out... I put the game file... Because I want it all in this new... This might be a wait and see for Switch 2 type of thing. I really hope that this game will. I don't know. I'm trying to think. We could probably do multiple different hunts at the same time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna buy myself another graphics card. Let's see how much another graphics card is. So that way we can start, I can start doing it on both my Switches. I guess the only question is how long will it take for the other graphics card to get here? We're at what, 9? Seven, 8, 9, 3. So... I wonder if I should use the same graphics card as or not graphic card, capture card. Capture card is the word I'm looking for. I'm wondering if it'll be an issue if I use the same capture card that I have now. I can't imagine it won't be, because it'd probably be all on different connections. I need to get another dock. Oh no, my other dock is downstairs. Okay, so that's fine. And then we can start hatching... We can start hatching more eggs every day. So yeah, I can work on my Violet game. Well, my Violet game's already beaten through. I would just need to get a different Corn Ditto. And then... if we do that... What else could we do? Because the only other issue become to that, right, is that with a lot of the other games, it's all... Well, actually... Hang on a second. I could transfer over... I'm trying to think. I can separate the game files so that some of them are saved on my first Switch. And then I can move over others that I want to have on my main Switch, such as when I'm going to have to do Dynamax Adventures. Because that I can move over to the new Switch. And then... oh. We'll figure it out. At this point, I'm trying to figure out how we can save more time and optimize on this shiny hatching process. Because I don't know, it almost feels like it's time isn't being used optimally. But at the same time, there's also not a lot I can do with my other Switch. Oh, well, we could do... I'm trying to think. If I wanted to create video-specific games, then it'd probably be better to do a single setup. But if I'm doing it just purely for hunting, then we can do a dual setup. So if we're like specifically shiny hunting for Arceus, we could also do shiny hunting for other legendaries? Tie that in with Dynamax Adventures? Kinda. That could probably be okay. So yeah, the only other initial thought that I have is that doing 151 at the same time with the other ones. But I think what I would rather do is have 151, or let's go Eevee being its own individual thing. And then whatever I do for Dynamax Adventures and Legendaries, I could have it as a split perspective. Because I also don't want to buy the DLC for both my Switches. I would also need to get another copy of Pokemon Shield. Play through Pokemon Shield. Well, we wouldn't necessarily need to play through it, but... Just ideas spinning in my head. So yeah, we can do... Ooh, that's an idea. We can do... Ooh... Legends Arceus. No, it'd be BDSP. Oh... So I'm wondering what would be fast, because if... I would assume that shiny reset hunting for Arceus would take a while. It almost sounds like Dynamax Adventures doesn't take as long. I don't know. Do you guys know if the odds are like shifted with doing Dynamax Adventures? Is it 1 in something, or is it still the 1 in 8,000? 5 something or other? If you don't know, then I can just look up the odds later. I don't mind. This is all for research purposes. Because if that's the case, then doing them on separate consoles could be the play. I definitely want to have Isle of Armor on my main Switch. And then we can have BDSP, which I need to figure out what is happening in that game. Actually, we can do that. I can do that for now. I can set that up for now. So I don't think I want to like fully play through BDSP again. First I need to... No, that's not the right button. Research purpose. Okay, if you... Dark King, it's not the same research purposes as we believe. It's not the same physics that we were trying to research before. Those I can do whenever I feel like it. But I'm trying to figure out the... Because I'm thinking about using my old Switch and putting a double Switch setup for multiple different hunts. Right? So one idea I had was doing hunting for shiny Arceus while also doing Dynamax Adventures. Like that'd be yes. Don't. Yeah, one thing would be like shiny hunting for shiny Arceus while you doing Dynamax Adventures on my main Switch. So I'd want to have the DLC on my main Switch because I feel like that's where all of my information is. And then have some of the other stuff that I didn't transfer over on my old Switch. Other things would be like shiny Tina, and I just need to figure it out. Oh, hang on, I need to figure out where I am in this game. I don't have a Floatzel on my team. When did that happen? Interesting. Okay, well. We're gonna figure out BDSP at a later date. Working so hard to figure out like it always feels like it's hard because it's like I'm trying to schedule things for the future and trying to make it so that it's still a decent viewing experience while making it not look completely cluttered, right? Because I feel like it'd be weird if I were to play Dynamax Adventures in one game and then like play Let's Go Eevee in the other game, you know? And just have them both on the screen. Like, I feel like that's a little bit too much stuff. Plus, I also feel like it's also something that I'm trying to establish what kind of video style it should be at. Because especially if Let's Go is going to be its own individual video, I should probably have it be the only game on screen. Whereas if I'm shiny hunting for like just Arceus by himself, then that one can be its own, it can be on the screen with something else, and if I'm doing it as a short, then I can just take that small part of the screen and make work with it, you know? I would also need to figure out how to make a specific layout. So it's definitely going to be a scene that I have to set up later, which is fine. My brain is working right now, don't you worry about it. But I think that's where my head is headed. It would almost look like how we were doing it with hatching eggs and playing TCG at the same time. I'm just trying to figure out if the screen sizes would be the same. I don't think I'd have it overlap though. We're probably just gonna adjust the sizing so that I'm just gonna have a separate scene with it on. I still have a bunch of old scenes from one of the games I used to play, like Apex. I wonder if my League scene is still here. No, I got rid of it. RIP. I used to have a League of Legends scene, and I got... What was it? It was like something... I wouldn't call it like a base plate, but it was something that like, you know, made like my summoner spells and like everything look like it was like a toolbar or something. It's a lot nicer, but it looks like I got rid of it. Which is fine, because I'm too lazy to try and set any of that up anyways. But yeah, my brain has been slowly working. We got Violet, Let's Go, Arceus, Sword and Shield. That's gonna be in my new Switch. Plus, whenever the Switch 2 comes out, we're probably gonna be playing that as well. So then we'll have 3 Switches. And then I can add another block to the stream. Then we'll need another graphics card. Ay, ay, ay. Not graphics card, capture card. Also don't have mini screens. Yeah, we can work it out. Either that or I just have a video camera in my lap. I just stream desktop POV, but my desktop is a mess. It is a freaking mess, and I definitely don't want to show anybody my mess. What's going on, Izaori? Yes, the kings are also here. Not fighting over the previous line that they gave, but, you know, still going. Since the last time you were here, we've gotten 2 shiny Fuecocos. All we need is 1 more. I got one while we were shiny hunting a while ago. At that time we were at like 1,500 eggs. And then I caught the second one. I did like offline hatching. But we're getting closer to finishing. Slowly but surely. I'm trying to figure at some point how do I make it a faster process. Not necessarily this, because I don't think a capture card's going to come in fast enough. Still no cats after all. Yeah, well, so I've given up on doing all 3 of them at the same time. So I've now isolated each starter. So for now, we're just doing Fuecocos. I'm not gonna worry about Sprigatitos and Quaxleys just yet. Correct the king and the other. It's so funny. Oh, you guys are funny. I love it. But yeah, even when we were doing like all 3 starters at the same time, yes, no shiny cat, no shiny duck. Those are going to be done at a later time. And then at some point, I need to chart out what games I want to play, as well as what shinies we want to go for next. Because I've pretty much got an idea of what I'm going to do between now and like end of January. So that should be okay. But it's more like from then on, what do I do? FZA works on the current Switch. I don't want to buy another. I heard that it was supposed to like be backwards compatible. I heard that they were supposed to make Switch 2 games compatible for the Switch 1. Another way. Yeah, I heard it. Well, actually, no, I didn't hear that. I lied. I heard that Switch 1 games should work for the Switch 2. So I would also hope that Switch 2 games could work for the Switch 1. And if it's not, then that's just booty cheeks, brother. I don't know what to say. Like, I'd be kind of messed up to, like, release a similar console just to have, like, newer games not work on older consoles. Especially since, like, my OLED Switch isn't even that old. Hang on, let me look it up real quick. Will Switch 2 games work on Switch? Nintendo Switch games will work on the Switch 2. That is not what I asked. Trying to see. Do I need it? That's not what I asked as well. Games. Right. No. Yeah. That's the thought I had as well. Is that some of the older console that they had wasn't working like that. Comes first to that. I don't know if that on. Everything we know about the Switch 2. Okay, let me read through this. Yes. Let's leave it. Next cost Switch software. Nintendo did not cover board. It will also be backwards compatible. The Switch software will also be playable on the Success Switch. Alright, let's be civil, guys. Nintendo has confirmed that Switch software will also be playable on the successor to Nintendo Switch. Switch Online will be available on the next Switch. Just say... Okay, accounts can be transferred over. Nintendo did not address whether the Switch 2 will be able to play physical Switch cartridge games. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess we just have to wait and see till when it comes out, I guess. Unless they release, like, some news prior, on, like, Pokemon Day or something. Although, I feel like on Pokemon Day, they're just gonna promote a bunch of Pokemon stuff. Which is also very exciting anyways. Because we'll have probably a bunch of news of Pokemon Z to A. And more information on that. But I don't know, I think I'm probably gonna get a Switch 2 anyways. And then we can sort of test out to see if Switch 2 games can be played on Switch 1. But I feel like most people would figure it out by then. I don't know, it'd feel kind of weird. It'd feel like a kick to the nuts if Switch 2 games can't be played on the regular Switch. When was the OLED Switch release? $2021. Okay, so it's been quite a while actually, never mind. We have one more egg. I always thought the OLED Switch was released like a lot more recent. Oh, you're gonna force a shower on him? Oh, give me another shiny Fuecoco, please. I just need one more, then I can start working on Grass Cat. I wonder how the Switch 2 games are going to look like. If it's going to be like the same cartridge type, or is it going to be something completely different? I can't imagine that they switch like the cartridge type. Since DS for the old Game Boy, this game. Yeah, I really hope that they start bringing a lot of their new games to like the online, like the Nintendo online stuff, just so that we can start playing a lot of the older games. Because there are still a lot of older games that like I'd enjoy playing. I still enjoy playing a lot of the old Mario parties. With Kiki, let's see. It's just gonna be a flat-out war in the chat between both kings. I don't know. I think it's cool. I hope that they bring back a lot more of like the collaborative minigames that they used to have previously. But I do hope that they bring back some of the handheld games that they used to have as well. Although I would say I didn't really play too many handheld games. Well, I never played too many different ones. So I pretty much played Pokemon, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Paper Mario. And I also played Call of Duty when it was on the DS. That was a wild time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to new games. Oh, WarioWare is a fun game. I loved playing it when it was on the Wii. I think it was on the Wii. Yeah, we played one on the Wii and that was so much fun. And I think games that have like mini game aspects to them are like fun party games that everybody can really enjoy. Because it's not always like the person that has like the most skill level in mini games. So it almost feels like it's pretty even amongst like competitive people. Yeah, WarioWare was definitely a game that I did not expect to be all very good, but it was a lot of fun. I think they made a separate WarioWare for the Switch. I don't remember if they. I don't remember. I have it in my Switch case. Let me just check. Let's check. Although this one, it didn't really. I didn't really latch onto it like I did with the one on the Wii. Oh, I can't read it. It's all in Japanese. Never mind. They did have a game similar to WarioWare, where I bought it while I was in Japan, because at the time it was a little bit cheaper. But it feels like the same concept, where it's like a bunch of mini games. But it didn't really. It's not really. I don't know. I definitely think WarioWare is just like still much better. Make your Kirby Planet Robot. I really want to Kirby. What's the one on the N64? I always forget the name. Kirby N64. It might just be Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. Such a good such a good game. Much nostalgia, so wow. The only other game is I wish that it would be Kirby Air Riders. That was a lot. That was a good game. Nice. Yeah, when I went to Japan with my friends in like April-ish, sometime around then, and I just got a bunch of Switch games because they were all like fairly cheap. And they seemed interesting to play at the time. I can read mostly hiragana, I can read some katakana, and I can read like 0 kanji. I took like beginning high school Japanese, and that's like as far as I got. I don't know. I feel like my memory is not very good. So trying to remember all the words and like different translated words was a lot harder. And then just grammar is just so hard. Knowing which particle to use is just... There's a lot. There's a lot to it. Oh. I always tell myself I'm going to go back and learn it, but probably not. I do want to do... I don't think I'll do it later, but I think I'll just make this scene later for when we want to do the duel thing, and then I'll buy a new capture card. Yeah, I bought like a Wario game that's similar to WarioWare. And what else did I buy? I don't remember what other Switch games I bought. Yeah, I like... There are a lot of times where I can understand, like, a general sentence of what people are saying. But that's also very limited. I can never respond back in Japanese either. It's very organized. Yeah, it definitely feels like it feels like an organized system when it comes to the grammar of it. It's just there, I feel like that there was a lot of conditions of which particle to use in like different circumstances, as well as trying to distinguish between not really proper, but like textbook Japanese versus like regular Japanese, or like what normal people say. Because I've even heard like people, when you're learning Japanese through like textbook, it's gonna be different than how people like normally say things. Yeah, Japanese is the only language I ever tried to learn. I guess technically I did try to learn Spanish for a little bit, but that was like elementary school, where they taught us like numbers and colors and all that other kind of stuff. Very basic. Never tried to like do sentence structure or any of that stuff. Yeah, the only thing that I've ever tried is more of trying to understand what people are saying in Japanese and not being able to respond back in Japanese. I used to have a coworker who was fluent in Japanese, and she would try to speak Japanese to me. I would understand what she's saying and then respond back in English. Because the time it takes to respond back in Japanese is a long process. Again, key textbooks area flows pretty well, but I'm trying to see. I've had a couple. Let me see. Oh, it just says Japanese from 0. Yeah, I should still have some of my old Japanese textbooks here. I don't exactly remember where they are, but they're somewhere. Yeah, I did the whole... What was that? bird freaking Duolingo thing for a while, just so I can get like terms down. But I don't know, it never really stuck in my head. Do I remember it? Not at all. Nice. See, that's also the hard part. It's like, if you don't use it, then you're just bound to forget it eventually. Yeah, I definitely think that if I were to ever pick it back up, then trying to, like, repeat processes is, like, the best way to do it. Like, I at least tried to get myself to learn the hiragana style of writing by doing that. Just... like, I even printed out a bunch of papers to make sure that I memorized it fully, and this one's at least stuck for a bit. I'm still shaky on some of it, but katakana is also very hard. Alright, hang on. I will be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Give me 1 second. Hello. That probably doesn't do. Get rid of that. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know. I feel like that since I'm trying to learn a lot of stuff, it's very hard to spend time learning a new language. Like, I feel like if they made it into... I feel like if they made it into, like, a competitive game, it'd be easier, but I don't know how people would do that, though. Like, it's crazy the amount of things, like, you can memorize when it's something that you enjoy. Like, for when I used to play League, right? I played so much League that I memorized almost all 100-something champions and their abilities. But when it comes to, like, Japanese language, I can't memorize X amount of vocabulary words because it always just seeps through the cracks. But yeah, before I went to the bathroom, it was always a matter of needing to use it before I lost it, and there's never really a big situation where I needed to use Japanese, so I feel like that's where I lost a lot of vocabulary. Japanese vocabulary just slipping through my head. Or like now that I'm playing Pokemon TCG, there's a lot of cards that I've memorized what they do. I memorized decks and what counts of cards that they typically would have. And like what they do, what their goal is. So I definitely feel like a lot of it has to be like memory driven to using it normally. Normalize using it is what I would think. And I think that's the harder part, is that since, you know, I'm in the US, there's not a whole lot of need for using Japanese. But I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck in a situation where I needed to use Japanese. I feel like I'd be effed. I'd be all messed up. It wouldn't go right, and I just sit and cry. Yeah, I also feel like reading, it's like you could take your time to process the information as well. When it comes to speaking and like listening and conversation and such, I feel like that you have to process the information a lot faster than you would need for reading. So I definitely think like a speech class for Japanese would be very helpful. It would be very beneficial. But I'm also chilling. I need to... I got too much... I've got too much of my brain already scattered about doing other things as well. I say that, and there's a lot of days where I'm just very lazy to do stuff. But I definitely want to try and sort of schedule things out better when it comes to video editing. I think this is more of going to be next year's goals. So for me, it's going to be pen and paper. Well, I guess I'll put it in an Excel sheet. But goals for next year. Oh. I think some of the stuff that, some like the videos that I made are very like easy, cut and dry. But I do think that if I spend a little bit more time, it can like sort of be elevated. So I think part of it's just going to be, I want to plan stuff that I want to do for next year. Because this year has definitely been okay, I want to do this, so I'm going to do this today. I want to do that, so I'm going to do that day. But it's never been like planning for like a couple months down the line type thing. Also, I am planning on being in Japan next year, so definitely going to be... I don't know if I'm going to record much during that time. But I definitely want to try and be consistent with videos. If I can make a video during the week, then that'd be great. If not, then I'd at least want to make a short for that week. So what I'm thinking... I'm trying to like picture a number in my head of how many shorts per month and how many videos per month we could do. I feel like a lot of other people are very like, say that it should be like quantity oriented till you reach like a certain amount, see what works and all that other kind of stuff. How many... I've got 239 videos. A lot of those are probably hidden. I wonder how many of those are hidden videos. Although when January happens, we're definitely going to be playing TCG again. So I want to play the evolution decks. So... I don't know. I think I want to try and expand my knowledge in Pokemon. As weird as that may sound. Shiny hunting. Not too much battling, because I feel like with battling I still need to learn like all the abilities and all that other kind of stuff, and that's kind of difficult. Woo. But I'm also just a very schedule-oriented person. So I want it to at least be somewhat consistent in what I do. For we have what, 8.5 boxes. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna see if we can at least be consistent with our stream schedule and video uploads. Just because I think there was like a point during this year where I just almost flat stopped streaming because I didn't feel like it. And I think it was like during that time I was playing like Apex and some Pokemon TCG. I don't know. Sometimes it becomes hard because I try to find like the littlest excuse to not stream, and so I feel like that's like something that is a barrier to overcome. Like, even if I think it should be a mindset of I'm going to be playing the game anyway, so I might as well stream it without expecting any growth from it, type thing. At this point, it's like, right, we're going to be hatching eggs anyway, so I might as well stream it. But I don't want to try and stream every day hatching eggs. I feel like that's also a little bit too boring. And because I don't do anything, I don't have very good, like, stories or anything to bring up. So a lot of it's just, like, conversation of 1, what I'm thinking, 2, what I'm trying to plan, 3... whatever you guys come up with in the chat. Because I don't have anything else that I do outside of this. Specifically because I don't like going outside anyways. So all of my previous experience is like playing other games. I feel like we've had so many eggs and I still no shiny. I don't know. It also feels weird to post on social media as well. Especially since I'm normally not active in it anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to think what can be good for doing next year. January we can play TCG while also doing evolutions and still hatching. I want to see what my capture card. Well, I should probably look. We're gonna. Ooh, I wanna beef up this stream. I wanna beef it up a bit. By beef it up, I mean just adding another capture card, adding another game on this stream. That's not the Pokemon TCG. I must have hoping that my friend becomes available so that we can do more Pokemon challenges. And I did a lockout with him, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Metronome Battle was also a lot of fun. What was the other thing we were planning? We were planning on doing something. I don't remember what it was, though. It's a nice, fun Saturday activity to do. Do I have? No, I don't. For some reason, I told myself that, yes, you just swapped out the eggs with the Fuecoco's, but I did not. Hey, next year goal, get better at knowing when I have eggs in my party and when I don't. And then which one do you think we could beat? I don't know, probably Shaman. Shaman looks pretty defeatable. I feel like everybody else would be very hard because they're all probably very big. If we're including mythical Pokemon, Manaphy, Victini, Jirachi. Although Jirachi could probably use its psychic powers to beat on us. So maybe not Jirachi. All the baby legendaries. Right, tonight and tomorrow I need to figure out how this Dynamax Adventures works. And then, oh, okay. I've also been putting off transferring the game data. We need to not do that. Could make a strat to beat them. Be like a Monster Hunter type thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. Doing Monster Hunter type activities for big Pokemon. Oof. Yeah, I'm going to... I also still don't know how to do Dynamax Adventures anyway, so I just need to figure out how to do that. What's the not so big poke? Because I just feel like even with all of us, we'd probably still get owned by like Groudon, Kyogre. Palkia, Dialga would probably own us. The Reggies would probably own us. We could probably take down the legendary bird. Well, probably like Articuno, maybe. Mew and Mewtwo would be hard because they'd be psychic. We saw what happened when Ash tried to beat up on Mewtwo. It did not go well. Legendary dogs might not be too bad. But this is also assuming that they don't just like use, you know, their flamethrower, their blizzard, their thunder to completely wipe us out, you know. So I feel like if they still had like their Pokemon abilities, I feel like that they would still own us. At least they would own me, because I'd get wiped out quick and easy. Okay, so I'm going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tabs open, transfer, oops, switch, data, new switch. Okay, we're going to keep this open so that I need to have these tabs open just so that I can remember to do them. Or else it'll never get done. Dynamax Adventure. Do I have? I do. Sure. And watch that one. Also do that one. Sure. Good plan, good idea. Metal bats. I don't know, Reggie Ice would probably be... I feel like Reggie Rock would still be hard even with, like, metal bats. If anything, we'd probably, like, hammers. Oh my god! We probably need sledgehammers for those bigger ones, because I feel like it's just so thick, you know? Just thick blocks. Follow the sun down. Okay. Here we go. Got those videos lined up for after stream so I can set stuff up and prep to do Dynamax Adventures and... Actually, yeah, that's just Dynamax Adventures setup. Never mind. Pickaxe. Pickaxe would be peak. Peak damage efficiency. Oh, nice. Good. But I do still think if Pokemon had like their actual abilities, they'd still wreck. The Reggies, they'd probably be like sentry turret styled battles though. So we'd probably have to skulk around in the shadows to get them. I'm really wondering if there's going to be any like big new game to play next year. And I don't mean like a solo minigame. Not minigame. I don't mean like a solo game either, because I'm not too big on solo games. Especially story games, because I spam through a bunch of text. But I'm thinking more like earlier in the year, because I'm expecting Zeta A to come out later on the year. Just office stuff. I mean, yeah. I'm sure if the Regis are low enough level, we can just tell them to use Explosion. And that can work. I mean, I'm sure we'd all probably, you know, hopefully not get caught in the blast, but... if that were the case, yeah, we could definitely get the Regis to use Explosion. I think those would be. I think those would probably be the only ones that would work on, though. I think everything else would probably just like look at us with a vengeance. I'm just imagining we'd all just use Aegis Slashes, the Monster Hunter, the Legendaries. That would be sick. I need to organize my desk. My desk is an absolute mess. There's so many cards everywhere. I need to order. Remains to make armor weapons. Exactly, it'd be like Monster Hunter, but Pokemon style. Salty Fist amazing, just the right. Oh, we could do that against Darkrai. We could pour ourselves in holy water and use salted fists to knock him out. What other ghost type legendaries? Dark Ghost. Ghost Dark. Darkrai. That's all I got. I feel like if we try to do that to Giratina's gonna be upset. It's just gotta be an elaborate plan for each of the legendaries. No. I think it'd also be a question of which Pokemon would make the coolest armor set. Because if it was like a Monster Hunter style of game, I definitely think that we would be able to beat them up, you know? I mean, they already, I want to say technically kind of do it with Legends Arceus, but we're just throwing pockets of sand at them. And eventually they get knocked out by the pockets of sand. Oh, you're talking about, I don't know what it's called. Evolution's like Naganadel? No, is it? No. The flashlight. Imagine you're a legendary Darkrai, you just get done in by a flashlight. That'd be so sad. Oh, you're talking about Terapagos. Yeah. I feel like Terapagos, though, would be like the type of mon to not fight back at all. I just imagine it as just like a regular turtle. So it'd be like more of trying to chase it down to knock it out, if anything. Well, considering if we did have weapons, we'd probably be able to take out Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, maybe Okidogi if we were really good at it. Ogre Pond would also be one we could do it to. Hey, use it as a shield. Terapagos, protect me! Be like a Captain America's shield and protect me. Yeah, I think it's just, it's just a matter of size with the Pokemon that we're trying to defeat against. I feel like a lot of the bigger ones would be difficult surely based off their size. Rapagos, defend me. Just imagine, instead of like since we get their items whenever we catch them, but instead of making TMs, we just make armor pieces. That'd be a cool open world concept. Oh. But it'd be like kind of like a mix of Monster Hunter with Power World type thing. Yeah, you gotta imagine that at some point, every Pokemon's probably defeatable with some sort of weapon. Maybe. Aki and Dialga are kind of tricky though, because they warp space and time, so that one's kind of difficult. But I feel like a lot of the other ones are not too bad. A lot of them is just sheer size. Like Eternatus, I would hate to go up against an Eternatus. That thing's massive. Absolutely massive. There's definitely a lot of difficult ones. Oh, no. Yeah. Trying to imagine what would be a fun thing to do. It feels like at this point I'm gonna be hatching eggs till I'm 80. Jirachi, I wish that we defeat you in hand-to-hand combat. We bat Eternatus. Hello Zacian, welcome to my Pokemon gun. Allow me to introduce you to my Pokemon gun. I still thought Eternatus is just the sheer size of him. I feel like that's more of like an intimidation factor. I still think some of those would be like very difficult to go up against. But overall, I think a lot of them it's not like impossible to win against. Yeah, I feel like if we just use a lot of like weapon Pokemon, it wouldn't be too difficult. Plus, it's like, you know, ourselves would be shifted differently in the Pokemon world and all that. Na. Oh. Gosh, you're almost making me want to play Monster Hunter World. Actually, you're almost making me want to reinstall Pal World. I haven't played that in such a long time. Alright, Victini. Yeah, but I'm trying to imagine like what we would do if like we didn't have like any of the other ones. So I guess the question is, would we treat it like a quest line, a big storyline? Alright, we gotta start with this legendary so that it can help us against this other legendary who can help us with this legendary. It would just be one really long quest line adventure. Oh my god, we still haven't found a shiny Fuecoco. Can you imagine trying to shiny hunt and if like shiny hunting was real? Oh yeah. Just imagine just sitting there having a Ditto and a random Pokemon and be like, alright, come on, breed me a shiny. Do we get to level up? That's a good question. I feel like we would probably not necessarily level up as a game mechanic, but I feel like it'd be like whatever stats we have would increase. Like, I'm trying to think. It's more of experience gained rather than level up. So it's like your strength increases based on like, you know, you working out and like actually getting stronger. Your stamina increases based on the amount of running that you've done and all that other kind of stuff. It would definitely be capped within a certain limit. So it wouldn't be like super broken anime style, you know? Because realistically, like, if we treat it like a normal game system where we're able to like put stats in different areas and level up that way, it would be a lot easier to fight monsters in that sort of way. Install legendaries. Just pocket a bunch of max revives. I feel like those items are only really useful for Pokemons, not so much for human consumption, though. Because even like potions, I feel like those would just be Pokemon use items. That's the question, isn't it? Would we be able to use Pokemon items for our own gain? Would Pokemon items work on ourselves like they work on Pokemon in-game? If so, then we just PP stall. PP stall the Pokemon! When it's tired, it'll certainly give up and then we can knock it out. Easy peasy. Some to the pike. Dude, sometimes I feel like I could use Awakening. I always feel like I'm about to fall asleep, not gonna lie. Like, it's even crazy, the amount of, like, sleep that I get is, like, normal, but I always just feel super tired anyways. We get treated as fossils. We find the remains of somebody and then treat him back with fossil restoration. That'd be funny. Alright, this is getting kind of sad. We definitely should have hit the shiny already. Show me the pink boy. Because realistically, right, what we'd probably do is we'd probably, like, do it, like, sort of like how we do it in the game, right? Where we would have, like, our own team of Pokemon. Instead of trying to handle them all, like, barehanded and stuff. I've been restored. I am now a ghost type. But yeah, I'd imagine, like, it'd just be something similar to, like, how the Pokemon world is in itself. Oh my gosh. We have 3 boxes left. And no shiny to see. And I'm just getting tired, more tired. Let's see. That sure go on. I mean, yeah, we would definitely, like, treat it as, like, almost like an expedition type of thing. Prep in the nearest town. Fight off the legendary Pokemon. Bada bing, bada boom. Got tired because you took a nap. I wish I took a nap because I feel like I'm about to knock out at any point. Wake me up when there's a shiny. Or when my party doesn't have any eggs. Which will actually be pretty fast. Like, if it's like, wake me up before the shiny comes, I'd be asleep forever. Yeah, we would either be Heroes or Team Rocket. I don't know, I feel like being a villain would just be too tiring, right? Because you're just in a constant state of being captured by the quote-unquote hero. You're always being chased by the law. You will never see a live shiny. I mean... I'm sure if we did, like, catching shinies these already, you'd probably see one. It's just gonna be these hatching ones. Even the first shiny Fuecoco we have, I think only King was here to see that one. 'Cause it was, like, towards the end of the night, basically. And the second one I had to do offline. I was the only one to see that one. The only benefit I have is that I've got all the recordings for it, so eventually when I cut this into a video, it's going to be extremely shortened. Bro. I'm like starting to believe that the first two shinies were just luck after, well, I wouldn't say luck because it's like 1,500 eggs. It was extremely difficult. A bike lizards with sandwiches. Here, cried him right on. Look at this sandwich. Be bribed by my sandwich. This is shame. At least I'm glad that you guys like chilling in the streams. It would definitely be, well, offline hunting is a boring experience, but I like to watch anime off on the side while I do it. But it's definitely more fun conversating with people. Especially since I don't do it normally. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more catching streams once we're done with this. I definitely feel like once we do evolutions in January, I feel like that's going to fly pretty quickly. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that other kind of stuff. I mean, if we had the right equipment, I'm sure we could win against any legendary. It's all a matter of prepping ideas of what we got. Hey, that's what I should do. Oh, I should get a calendar so I can schedule out shiny hunts. Ooh, that's an idea now, isn't it? I just want to be done with these hatching eggs, man, because honestly, this is so long. With enough prep time. These eggs just take so long. I mean, I'm sure, like, even with these armies of Fuecocos, we could take on any legendary. I also want to look up double switch stream setup. And I'll figure it out. I didn't see. Nope. I really just want to finish it. I want to finish Fuecoco. Just give me Fuecoco, please. Bro, he's not real. Oh, he figures the hours. I mean, I'm sure it'll be like, in most hunting games, like, the legendaries would have, like, their own place where they sleep dormant until somebody goes to disturb it, you know? You go into the boss battle. If we lose, it goes back to sleep. If we win, it respawns. Shoot it like the Ender Dragon. Alright. This will be the stream where we hatch the shiny. I feel it. I felt it. And if not, then I guess I'm just gonna hatch it offline tomorrow, guys. We are approaching 800 eggs with this one. It's crazy how much over odds some people can go. I just hope the other two starters don't treat us like this. I'm like purposefully giving myself homework tonight so that I can start working on other things as well. Because if I don't give myself homework tonight, it's never gonna get done. Never gonna get done. That becomes an issue in itself. Bum, 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 bum. Oh! Yeah, we would need to figure out how to duplicate the Master Ball technology, though. Which I guess, since in this game we do have in the DLC, there is the item crafting thing, which can craft Master Balls, so it is possible. I haven't bothered to get that far into it because I'm lazy. Actually, what I can do. Seconds on. Like my BDSP training card. That looks about right. Oh, interesting. One more egg left. Arc balls. Do park balls have better catch rates? We just use Cynthia's Garchomp and it will destroy everything in its path. Freak. Eh. I'll figure out this thing later. Alright. Adjust my sitting position because my knee is getting messed up. It's definitely interesting what the future may hold. I wonder if they're gonna release new legendaries and new items in the next game. How to beat up legendary Pokemon. I don't know, I feel like that'd be like a big planning thing. It's a matter of what are the limitations and restrictions that we place ourselves with beating up on legendary Pokemon would be the question. Would we be able to catch Pokemon to beat up on the legendary Pokemon? Are there weapons that are limited from beating up Pokemon? Because I can definitely imagine treating it as like a questline story where we can specifically take down Pokemon that can help us beat other Pokemon further down the line type thing. Bro, I just need to see a pink boy. Show me the pink Fuecoco. Also realized I didn't even beat my BDSP. So I'm gonna need to go back and do that. One more egg, one more egg. Interesting. Yeah, I think in that regard, it's like we could realistically, it would almost be like instead of like having a team of Pokemon, I would say we could limit ourselves to like having one team up partnered Pokemon that we'd be able to use. And if we were to do that, I would treat it very differently than like having the one Pokemon I would like to have. Even though Flareon's my favorite Pokemon, I don't think I would take it into to battle any of the legendaries, and I don't have any more Fuecocos in my party. Gosh dang it. Who allowed this to happen but myself? We'll figure it out. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I feel like I'd party up with something like Garchomp if anything. Everything else is free game. Because I'd imagine it would almost be like a Monster-esque style or Monster Hunter-esque style of combat, while having your partnered Pokemon also battle with you. Yeah, they definitely all be beatable, especially if we have like the resources to beat them. I mean, there's got to be at least one capable person of like physically taking him down, right? Especially partnered up with like a paired Pokemon. Gigs. The items holder / distraction. I were to do it, I'd be sitting in the back. I'd be sitting as far away as possible. I'd be the heavy bow gunner in this instance. I definitely would not try to be up close and personal against any of them. There's too much risk in that. Bro, show me the peak. You know, I was very hopeful at the start of the stream that we're gonna find at least one. But now, I feel like we're gonna get to 800 eggs without finding a pink one. Why is it so hard? Why did Pokemon make it so hard on? We've got like 2.5 boxes of eggs left after this. Brother almighty. Shiny Fuecoco isn't real. The first two I have are just figments of my imagination and nothing else. Check something real quick. 1709. I always like to check on them just in case. I feel like that something bad would happen and they're just not there anymore and I'd be so distraught. Oh my. Oh. Yeah, with my sleepy self, I don't think I'd be in any form or position to go into combat against the legendaries. I'd watch from a glorified distance. Not finding shiny, but finding ways to... I mean, I guess that's progress. That's some sort of progress. Not the progress I want, but it's progress. Oh, come on, Fuecoco, just be shiny. Put me out of my misery. Dang it. You would think after 2,000 eggs, it would give me all 3, right? No. That is not true. Do I need to go back to try and hatching all 3 of them at the same time again? Is that what we need to do? Come on, Fuecoco, just be shiny for me, please. Please, please, please. Ah. I wonder how long, if anybody, how long it took them to do shiny living decks of these guys. Because I need to know if I'm just super unlucky with them. But I don't like running King Under Flame. You gotta realize, I'm a sit in one spot and start blasting. I'm sure in this, if it was a different type of universe that I was in, I'd probably be a little bit more fit, but... I would just be long distance sniping. That is not what I want to do. I'm like starting to get distraught now. We got 2.5 boxes left. 2.5 boxes of eggs left. I don't know if we're gonna do it. I don't know if we're gonna run that. I don't know if we're gonna do it. No, this little child's still in my way. Ah! I'll use my shiny Pokemon arsenal against these legendaries. I also still kind of want to get some of the dinner that we have downstairs. So really looking to hatch these eggs as fast as possible. Just hatch these eggs. Please bring forth a shiny. Brother. There's no such thing as a shiny Fuecoco. They don't exist. My file only has 2 of them, not enough to get a 3rd one. This game is forcing me to get I wonder if it'll be faster just to get another 4 in Ditto and start hatching in both my games. Look up how capture. I'd like to see pricing. See adapter. This one kind of could work. No. I don't know if I can just use a camera. I don't know. Let's go on Coffee Sealer. I don't have any coffee. Hi, good night, King. Have a good night. How are you, the coffee stealer? Unfortunately, I don't have any coffee because it's like 9 o'clock at night. And I don't think it's very good to have coffee that late. I'm still looking to get any shinies though. So if you have any intel on shiny Paldean Starters, then we can start to work from there. So to see something. Interesting. Very omoshiroi, yeah. Very omoshiroi. The stuff that I've learned. What was I gonna... I already have one. Nintendo... Switch, Nintendo... Razor Wire. That's a capture card. Get that one later. Oh no, it's all good. I didn't actually mean to trade shinies. I'm the type of person that wants to catch all of my shinies. I mean, if we were going off Pokemon Go shinies, I do have a couple, but I'm trying to make it so that all these shinies I catch are like in the console games. This one just happens to be a pain because we're like... If we finish all these eggs with no shinies, we're at 2,535 eggs. I mean, I have no doubt we could win King Interflame. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Unfortunately, you caught me at the time of the egg hatching streams. But we're basically just going to be egg hatching till January, and then January we're going to do evolutions, and then after evolutions, we're going to go back to hatching. Currently in a terror raid? Nice. What are you raiding for? Oh, are you excited for shiny Rayquazas coming? Level 5 raids? I think that's actually supposed to be this weekend, no? What was it? So I think it said the 19th. So I definitely need to do Shiny Ray. flying Dawn fan. Nice Dawn fan. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more shiny Rayquaza raids. I hope that there's going to be enough Urban Mystica to get as well. I have some, but not a lot. And since we're doing a shiny living dex, I'm probably going to need a lot. So hopefully. Oh, and I'm just gonna be stuck hatching eggs though. So we just need one Fuecoco, and then 3 Sprigatitas, 3 Quaxleys. Eyes of a tiger. Topper. Find ways to be the. Yeah, I 100% believe with enough prep time we can definitely take down any legendaries. It's also just a matter of getting to that prep time. I wonder if they're gonna bring out any new legendaries when they put out Z to A. I'd like to believe that they will. Find a metal card for Scyther. I think you can buy one. I think you can buy one in Messagoza. Yeah, delivered presents in Levincia. Okay, so it's not Messagoza, it's in Levincia. So if you go to the Delibird Presents shop in Levincia, you can buy one for 3,000 Poké Dollars. Because I know the Delibird present shop is where you can buy a lot of useful items that either you need for evolving, IV training, EV training, increasing Pokemon stats. Which one's Levincia? Oh, I'm in Levincia. So in the town that I'm currently in, if you go to the Delibird shop, you can find it there. True, King Enderflame, true. Create more plans. I hope they introduce some more Pokemon though. I think it'd be cool to see new designs of Pokemon. At least for Z to A. The only downside is that we would have to then shiny hunt for it. That'd have to be something we tack on at the end. Or in the beginning. One of the two. Na 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 na. I really wonder what they're gonna do for the mechanics of the game. I wonder if it's gonna be like Scarlet and Violet based, Legends Arceus based. I'd have to assume it'd be something like Scarlet and Violet, but it's another Legends game. So I'm very curious to see if we're gonna see new forms or not as well. I guess that could be a bigger question if we have different forms of Pokemon in the newer games. Yeah. I'm assuming that they're probably gonna wait till they have Gen 10 released. For new Pokemon, at least. I hope that they bring us new Megas, because especially since they tease that they're gonna bring Megas back, I would assume that they're gonna bring us new Megas. I think new Megas would look really sick. Yeah, I think for me, it's more of a question of will they bring us new forms like they did with Legends Arceus. I think that would be not as far-fetched. God, I hate that. Which also begs the question, when will they release Gen 10? And because I play the TCG, are they gonna release Mega cards again? Which I hope they do, because I think all the old Mega cards look super sick. And I wish I played during that time. Bring us new mons, bring us new forms, bring us new types. Only Megas allowed. Onegaishimasu. Nintendo-san. Yeah, I also haven't been paying attention to any of the leaks that's been happening. So I'm still very uninformed about what's going to be in Zeta A. He says it's top. Your Gibble just wishes to remain cute and adorable. He's letting you know he does not want to grow up to be the biggest Garchomp you've ever seen. I'm just kidding. I'm very uninformed about a lot of Pokemon stuff. Base from 50. Interesting. I feel like your Gibble is broken. It looks like it should have evolved a long ass time ago. Whoever sent you that Gibble, definitely tampered with its genetic code. He wishes not to be the Garchomp you will expect of him. You're stuck with the... I wouldn't say stuck with, but you have a level 58 shiny Gibble. And once he gets older, he'll be a level 100 shiny Gibble. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the worst thing in the world. Shiny Gibble is not a bad shiny. I think your Gibble saw what it looks like as a shiny Garchomp and was like, nah, I don't want to be part of that. I'd rather keep my vibrance and color now than be a Garchomp and not have much shine later. Bro, we're almost done with this box, and we got a box and a half. Ooh. I'm not hopeful anymore. I was so confident we were gonna get at least the shiny today because we were like 800 eggs in. We are way over odds. Probably by next stream, we're gonna be 2 times over odds. If we don't find a shiny now and we don't find a shiny on the next one, we will definitely be double over odds, and that is sad. Very sad. I will say though, shiny Gibble actually wasn't that hard to find in the game. I feel like it was the most popular shiny I found. As like a complete accident too. Because the majority of the time I forgot what I was hunting for. But it was like I was specifically hunting for something else. And I only found a shiny Gibble instead. Which, I mean, I wasn't going to complain about. Shiny Gibble, shiny Gibble. The only shiny multitude we found was Geodude. But that one we were hunting for shiny Squirtle. And we finished that entire evolutionary line. I think I'm screwed trying to get a final shiny Fuecoco. I'm almost tempted to just give up and go to the next one, but we'll have to go back eventually if we did. Huh. That's interesting. I'm no longer. Trying to remember. Did you already beat the game or no? I'd say Scyther, is it too hard to find? But I'm wondering if I'm thinking of it as a blueberry in the what the Blueberry Academy place is. What is it called? Blueberry Academy. I forgot. The dome. Not Pandemonium. I've definitely seen like some Scyther flying around in Blueberry Academy. Be shaking in his boots. Yeah, I recently had to speed through my game of Violet, and I've just pretty much followed a guide on that. I don't know, in this game I pretty much just like binged through it with Skeledirge. Honestly, when I was playing through the game, Skeledirge was busted. Absolutely broken. My thumb. Yeah, I definitely think doing at least also more raids would increase or get a bunch of will help you get some of the EXP candy so you can max level your Pokemon. Especially like during the Halloween event for the Gengar raids, it gave out so much candies. So much EXP candies. I have a ton. It eventually got to a point where I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do any more Gengar raids because I'm tired of doing them. Alright, box and a half. Can we get our one Fuecoco? Our one shiny Fuecoco. I was very hopeful about getting it, but not so much anymore. I don't even think I actually caught the Regis in this game. Now that I think about it. Yeah, come on, seriously, there. Yeah, I'm still trying to comb through this, so... Honestly, it's taking so much time to try and get the shiny. I don't know, I'm also just very stubborn about how I get Pokemon. Because realistically, I could just, like, want to trade a bunch of these out just so I can, like, try and get some shinies back, but what's the fun in that? I want it to feel super hard-earned, and all the suffering and pain that I go through now will probably not pay off later on in the future, but, you know, I can at least say it does. Because we've already hatched two. We've already hatched two Fuecocos. Yeah, eventually, if I find the third one, then yeah, we're just going to be putting it in Pokemon Home and transferring them out. Or releasing them. Because honestly, that's a very fast process. Then I just wish that they did, like, they had, like, a mass release button in the game. Instead of me having to, like, close the game, go to Pokemon Home, open the Pokemon Home, release 100, close the game, open the game, release 100, close the game, open the game. Release the last 50 or so. Because we've been, like, hatching 250 to 270 eggs per stream. I think that's sort of the estimated math I have on it. But we're at least almost done hatching all of these eggs. It's definitely been a process trying to get all these shiny starters. Nice. Evolving, let's go. Scyther with the doo-wah. Nice. I love puzzles. If I had to pick a favorite activity to do outside, it would probably be escape rooms. I love escape rooms. Just the idea of having to do puzzles is very thrilling to me. And you're on a time crunch, so it's a very stimulating thing. I guess the only other thing I like about escape rooms is that they've also got their own little story with each one that you do. I feel like a lot of times when you're doing puzzles, it's hard to find a place to start. Oops. Let me see if any of my friends are on. No. Oh. Yeah, shit, this guy. You saw each of them as plain sight. That's the cool thing I learned through this game is that it's, for Ditto at least, it's not that hard to figure out because you can hover over the Pokemon to see if it's got the Ditto name and it'll show up as a Ditto. But I think Zoro is a little bit harder because it has to be a Pokemon that's like, wait, you don't generally spawn here, type thing. But I definitely like the concept of just having them like disguised in the wild. So you have to have your own way of figuring out. Actually, I wonder if the Zoro thing probably works the same as the Ditto. I don't know. When I did a lockout with my friend and I accidentally knocked out one of each. Ooh, it was not a fun day. It was not a fun time. We still won the race, but I could have won it a lot earlier. Bro, give me a shade. They're fake. There's no such thing as a shiny Fuecoco. It's actually blue. There's no pink. It's all just red. They're all red. No! Fuecoco, you look so happy, but you make me so sad. Eventually we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do Shiny Ditto and Shiny Zoroa. It'll probably still be in this game though. I feel like a lot of the shinies are easy to do in this game. Kibble gave into evolving. It's just like, alright. 58 is long enough. We can finally evolve. Alright, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more circle rounds, 7 more circle rounds. Congrats on your shiny Gabite. Can't wait for another, what, 10 levels and then it'll be a shiny Garchomp just because it'll wait that long. Or will it get to like 99 and be like, alright, now that we're level 100, we can evolve to Garchomp. Oh. At this point, it's gonna be too late for me to get any snacks to eat. I definitely want to get myself a little late night snack. That's okay. We could be super tired for work tomorrow. I'm not gonna mind. Seems like a problem for tomorrow, Lantern, not for today. Stand up. I'm over. I wish my Fuecoco would resign itself to being shiny, though. This phrase is called something. No, it's Caramash. Oh, it's a French Gibble. Oui, oui. A French Gibble. It's so interesting, like, seeing Pokemon names in a different language. Especially since, like, I'm only used to seeing English. It's very interesting hearing, like, the different pronunciations in, like, Japanese, for example. Or, like, EU. I wonder how they got translated so differently, though. It's another red one. Bow, bow. I mean, grab that. Oh my boys. We are getting into some territory. We're getting into some territory. Na, 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 na. I honestly just feel like I'm super unlucky right now with these eggs. Because I can't imagine most people going through or trying to get one. Well, that's not true. The first one, it took us 1,500 something eggs. So I guess I can see it taking a lot of time, but this is ridiculous. I'm hoping it doesn't take 1,500 eggs to get like each one. The second one was really fast. The second one took us like 200 something eggs. Oh. Nope. Please, please. Please. Nope. Is it a yawn sound effect? I don't know. The sad part is I've never really played with sound on whenever I play Pokemon. So I've never got to listen to any sound effects, especially since I always played my Switch outside. I never wanted people to like... I never wanted to be like disruptive in public, I guess. So that's why I always played with volume off. Even now, it's like, I have it playing in the game, but I don't have it actually playing in my headphones. It's definitely gonna have to change once we get to playing Arceus again and playing Legends Arceus is probably the only game where I actually played with Pokemon with volume. Although I do like listening to a lot of Pokemon soundtracks when it has like the different towns and stuff. Oh, brother. This guy ain't shiny. And I've got a kink in my neck. Yeah, I've definitely never heard any of the sound effects in Scarlet and Violet. God, my neck is messed up. Jeez. Interesting. I don't like the thought of having to spend another 5 hours collecting and hatching Fuecoco eggs. Please, just give me my last one. If not, then tomorrow we're definitely going to be hatching more Fuecocos, because, yeah. And if we don't hatch any tomorrow, we'll be over 1,000 eggs of getting a third one. Unless there was a shiny here and I just didn't see it. That's the only thought I had. That's the only thought I have. Is what if we hatched one earlier and I just didn't notice it? That could be possible. Could be highly possible. I hope it's not possible. Or I hope it's not. Well, actually, at this point, I hope it is a thing. I hope I missed seeing a shiny earlier. I don't think I did, but I'm hoping that while I was trying to do other things at the same time, that I just missed it. We can be hopeful. Nothing but red Fuecoco. It's nothing but red Fuecoco. Probably the pink. Oh gosh. Oh. Come on, Fuecoco. Yeah, man. We're almost done with our last box. And then we got a half box. And then I can check through all of them and pray that we maybe missed one. Oh, bye bye bye. It's probably gonna take a sweat. Another 15 minutes, we'll be done. Probably been like 20 minutes. Dun, dun, dun. So another 20 minutes. If we don't find another Fuecoco, then I'm gonna be doing more tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna be doing it offline tomorrow, and then Thursday, you'll know if I found one or not. It'll just depend if we do Fuecocos on Thursday or Spaghettitos on Thursday. Da, da, da. Come on, shine. Dang it. Egg number 2,522. I don't know if that's the actual number, but it's got to be pretty close to that. Because by the end, we'll be at 2,535 eggs. That's a lot of eggs to be hatched with no shiny. I'll just make it even. 2,530. I'll accept that. We got, I want to say like 16 eggs in the final box. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 17 actually. No, Fuecoco. So, you look so derpy. Alright. 3 more run-throughs. Actually got 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah. 3 more runarounds, and then we're going to cry. Maybe. No, none matter about. Oh, sweet by the side. Little bit. Da da da. Good. Surely we can do another Fuecoco. Surely by 800 eggs. Surely. Surely temple we can do 800 eggs. At this point, it just might be solo hunting tomorrow to try and get that last one. Either solo hunting tomorrow to get the last one, or we can start doing Sprigatito tomorrow. I guess Fuecoco doesn't want me to move on to Sprigatito. That's what I'm understanding from these Fuecoco, is that they don't want me to move on to the Grass Cat. So what if I told you? What if I told you that we move on to Quaxley? Hmm? Will you be shiny now? Will you be shiny? Okay, no. I guess he just wants me to hunt more Fuecocos. Probably another 12 minutes. Well, let's see. Probably 10 minutes actually at this point. And then we're gonna have to review all of the boxes to make sure I didn't miss one. Let's see. Some. Final 10 eggs. And we got 8 more laps. Well, 9 technically. I think it's 4 laps and a half to hatch all of them. Actually, it might be 5 laps to hatch all the eggs. Then I got some homework videos that I have to look up. Because eventually we can start doing other stuff. Or prepping other stuff, I should say. Change up the music, so let's hope the shiny Fuecoco likes this, yes. Alright. Final 10. Can we find a shiny in the final 10? That's 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2,527. No. $2,528. Come on, show me the pink boy. No. No. This is not going so well. 2,529. Okay, if you're not gonna be this one, at least be 2,530. Alright, come on. 2,530. Here it is. The shiny we've all been waiting for. This is the shiny that I've been waiting for. Come on. Well, we are on our final 5 eggs. You know, it used to be like when we found the first one, the other two just started flooding in, but this is just... This last one does not want to be shiny. Alright, good night, King Enderflame. Hope you have a great tomorrow. I'm hoping that I just missed a shiny and we already hatched it. If not, then I'll be sad. We've got our last 5 eggs. Come on, please, Fuecoco. You don't want to be past 2,600, right? Okay. Final 5. Final 5. Please, 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 please. No. No. Please, Fuecoco, don't do this to me. I've been repping that you're the best starter I got. Please, I beg of thee, be shiny. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, final 2 eggs. I can't believe we still haven't found. We're just missing 1. Like every other shiny egg's gonna take forever. Oh no. Alright, last egg. And then I get to pray. Final egg. Oh, come on. Be shiny. Dang. That's 2,535 eggs. Alright, let's just give a quick check. Just in case I missed one. I'd like to believe I didn't. And now we're pretty thorough when we're checking. Or when these ones are hatching. It's a very distinct difference between a regular one and a shiny. Oh, no. Well, no shiny tonight. So I'm just gonna have to do it tomorrow, and then we'll stream more on Thursday. Hopefully we'll start Sprigatito Thursday. If not, then more Fuecoco, I guess. Anyways, that's it for me. Have a good rest of your night, and I hope you guys are getting better shiny luck than I am. Peace out, guys.